This is a homemade bow. I made it earlier this year out of Osage orange, backed it with white-tailed deer sinew, and it's got buffalo horn on the tips. It's 50 pounds at 27 inches and will send an arrow straight through a deer. So I'm up here checking on the spot. Right here is where I'm going to be hunting, and it's about 2 weeks before deer season right now. There's actually a deer out here. It was, let's see if I can see, he was right there. You can see there's a trail right there. Be walking this way or this way, and that's where we're going to ambush him. From right there. So I'm out here to practice with this bow. These are the arrows I'm going to be practicing with. They're not my hunting arrows. I'm going to use homemade hunting arrows, but these are very similar weighted spines, so it should be good for practice. Waldrop pack seat. This is the chair I'm going to be hunting out of. Pretty good. It's nice height off the ground, and you can use it as a pack. It's pretty sweet. I'm going to be shooting at about 10 yards. That's where their game trail is coming in at, so I think that's where they're going to be at, and I'm going to be practicing sitting down. It's going to be hunting out of a blind. So what I like to do for the first shot is I like to pretend that this is the actual shot. So this is about to be my first shot of the day at 10 yards, sitting, canted bow, just like it would be for the actual hunt. Look at that. Perfect. Not terrible. Not terrible. This was my first shot. You'll have to forgive my target here for being really messed up. I put this thing through the ringer. This is perfect right here. This one's pretty good, especially if the deer dropped a little bit, which they tend to do after that shot. That'd have been great. This one, I mean, I would have found the deer, but I probably would have had to have tracked it. But all right, so now we're at 15 yards. This is probably about the max of how far I would want to shoot at a deer due to mostly my skill. Oh man, that was a good shot. I was right in the heart. Man, I'm sinking them today. That one wasn't that great, but those first two were pretty good for me anyway, at 15 yards. So right here is my second shot, my first shot, and then my third shot. I'm happy with these two. This one leaves some to be desired, but that's why we practice, right? All right. It's 1 week till deer season. I've gotten to practice a couple of times this week.
Okay.
So first shot of the day is a cold shot. It's like it's the real thing. This could be better.
Oh no.
That one's better. That one was perfect. So this one was my first shot. Too high. But, I mean, it would have been good. It would have been a dead deer. This is my second shot. A little too low, but same thing, especially if the deer dropped. Dead deer. And then my third one was about perfect.
Who's this leaf called?
That is a red oak leaf. See how it's got pointies on it?
Yeah.
That means it's a red oak.
Is it spiky?
It is spiky. Now we're at 15 yards. See how I can do it 15 yards. Not bad. Oh, that's about perfect. High, but left to right was good. So this is my group at 15 yards, about the same as my group at 10. This was my first shot, or no, this is my second shot. This one was my first shot, the one that was too far forward, and then this is my last shot. I do think the fact that this is so blown out that it's making it hard for me to focus on one spot, because I do instinctive shoot. So I'm gonna shoot at my square target from about 12 yards and see what kind of group I can get while focusing on that little orange point. Let's see, having something to focus on is gonna help me any at all. Of course, there ain't nothing to focus on that deer. High. High. To the left. So as you can see, this was my 12-yard group. I was aiming for this. It's high and wide. I need to hold my shot more. I trained myself to snap shoot when I was younger, and it's a really hard habit to break, but every time I hold anchor for a second, I'll always shoot much better. The Waldrop pack seat comes in handy when you got back problems. Climb this big old hill that when I turn around probably won't be so big. So this ain't my first time dumping corn out. Got up here expecting the corn to be gone, and it looks like it wasn't even touched. I mean, there was that deer out here that first day that we came out here 2 weeks ago. There wasn't any corn out. Saw a human sign and left, but hopefully that corn will draw them back. Still got 5 more days till season. So hopefully they'll refine this corn and start coming in. Now I'm getting somewhere. I'm definitely consistent. That's definitely a tight group right there. I spent the next 30 minutes or so really trying to improve my technique and build confidence. Last group before deer season. Oh, that was beautiful. I'm happy with that. I definitely wish it was better, but that is what we would call good enough. This is the main arrow I'm going to be hunting with. We have a handmade 1095 trade point, razor sharp, glued in with pine pitch and deer sinew, river cane shaft, turkey feathers held on by deer sinew and high glue. Here's the old knot. Gonna strop this to make sure that the edge is razor sharp. They're sharp and ready. The plan was to go hunting in the morning, but after watching all my trail cam footage, I seen that all the deer are showing up throughout the night. I think this is due to the weather. It's still pretty hot, so they still roam throughout the night to eat. So I figured that my best bet would just to start in the afternoon. They're not out in the middle of the day, so I know that I could get out there before them in the afternoon. All right, y'all, it's finally opening day. Let's get out here in these woods and see how it goes. After hours of waiting, some does finally came up. Problem is they had a bunch of fawns with them. After standing to the side for a while, they finally got brave enough to send one of their fawns up to the corn pile. Then came the rest. Problem is there's so many fawns I can't even tell which ones are the mamas. So I just watched them, trying to figure out if maybe one of them wasn't a mother, but it was just too hard this day. Well, here we go again, day 2. Hopefully we see a deer that doesn't have a bunch of fawns today. Today I'm going to try to pay more attention to which doe might be a mom and which one ain't. If I can figure out if one's definitely not a mother to those fawns, I might try to take her. I heard something behind the blind. I thought it was a snake. This would be the only action I ended up getting on day 2. Well, didn't have any luck today. Saw that one doe. She just came out and went right back in. Man, you can tell a big difference between day 1 and day 2 and 3 of deer season. This fawn ended up being the only thing that came to my corn. You probably can't see its spots, but I could in real life. Its mom was right off camera, but she just let the fawn eat. She never came up to the corn. At this point, I'm getting desperate to fill the freezer, so I shoot this fawn. All right, y'all. I dumped out some corn near this old abandoned pig fence my dad had made a long time ago. A tree stand and these 3 tulip poplars. So I'm gonna see if a new spot might bring them in, because they're starting to get spooky at that other spot. Day 4 back at the old spot. 2 fawns with no doe showed up. So I guess something happened to their mother. I don't know. If it was just one, honestly, I probably would have took one of them just to fill the freezer. But I figured since they were together, I'd let them both walk, and their chances of survival would be better together. Then, just at dark, a doe with her fawn showed up, but the doe was too scared to come to the corn pile, and the fawn did, so I just watched the fawn eat till dark. Right about now, I start pulling back. After several unsuccessful attempts, I'm starting to get frustrated. I stopped counting the days. I'm just going to different spots over and over again, hoping to get another chance. I really don't understand how she sees me this time, but I ended up moving my blind to a new spot after this one bust me, and taking a shot at a longbow. A swing and a miss. This is actually the second deer I missed. I didn't get the first one on camera, sadly. After that frustration, I decided to switch the way I shoot. I decided to switch to 3 under and start gap shooting, and my shooting improved drastically. I think I have finally figured this out. Luckily, a buddy let me hunt his spot. So here I am, sitting on a tree stand in a place I've never been before, and I get a shot off on one off camera. It was a beautiful double lung, and I listened to him crash and fall within 50 yards of the stand, and I knew he was down. Problem is, he didn't drop a bit of blood, even though this arrow looks like it's been mangled. Thankfully, though, a dog was able to find him, and he didn't run far at all. So there was my entrance wound. You can see it blew through that rib. There was my exit.
Yuck.
So, double lunger. Well, we've got the deer, cleaned the deer. Now it's time to cook the deer. We're gonna start off with just the old sweet loin for breakfast one morning. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder, and pat it on in on both sides and drop it in a super hot skillet. I let it sit on each side of the tenderloin for about 2 minutes apiece.
It's gonna be really hot.
Yep. Wah, wah, wah. I overcooked that for sure. It is still very good, even though it's overdone. You want to try a piece, Bubby?
Yeah.
Is it good? I hate that I didn't get the shot on camera for this video. If you subscribe, I'm sure for my next one, I will get the shot on camera. And the next bow I'm going to be hunting with is one that I built on the channel. So you're going to want to stick around for that.